Hey, Cletus.
Yeah, Billy Bo?
I got me one of them there ideas.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Well, you know that one there, Rust game for the computing doohickey?
I sure as shit do.
What if we did that, but with dang old Dangosaurs?
Well, can you ride the dinosaurs?
Cletus, you can tame the dinosaurs.
Ooh.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I imagine the pitch for our next title went. In today's humble opinion, we're taking a look at Ark Survival Evolved. Ark Survival Evolved is an open-world survival sandbox developed by Studio Wildcard, Instinct Games, Effecto Studio, and Virtual Basement LLC. Studio Wildcard is also its listed publisher. I want to preface this review by saying that I didn't get the time that I needed with Ark Survival Evolved because it suffers from the issue of high initial investment to experience better parts of the game, which as far as I know don't even exist. This is more or less going to be a review of its inclusion in the bundle based on my first impression as a consumer. Anyway, I am not a fan of open-world survival sandbox games, and as you might have been able to tell by my intro, Ark is really no exception. It has a few problems that are prevalent in similar titles like poor optimization, lack of innate direction, and nigh insurmountable introduction level difficulty. However, I'm aware that it is still in early access and they've taken some pretty big strides in addressing several of the other issues and innovate in ways that almost entirely remove them. For example, the issue with having other people ruin your experience by hoarding all the resources and locking widespread areas down with player constructions was seemingly non-existent. Every time I spawned, it was in a place flourishing with trees and rife with stones for the picking, punching, and everything seems to be on a reasonable cooldown timer. It was just long enough to force you to wander elsewhere, but short enough to return to when you revisited areas. If every experience is consistent as mine was, then even new players stand a chance, and that's swell. They also soften the aggravation that comes with dying and losing everything that you worked for. You still lose your inventory and your physical place in space, but you retain the levels and boosted stats that you earned while gathering, constructing, and slaughtering your way through this awful world. Best of all, if you hate playing with a bunch of assholes that hunt you down and kill you for giggles, you have the options of either running a local server that you can play on by yourself or with friends, or joining a server explicitly for PvE.
But Jonathan, PvE in survival games is for puss.
Listen here, you little shit. The fucking monsters in this game are insanely difficult. I was level 4 and everything around me was way higher. This game doesn't fuck around, and playing solo or co-op is every bit the challenge that most people are looking for. I mean shit, even the trees hurt you. I don't have much more that I can comment on from experience, but it seems like they boast a tremendous amount of depth, at least in terms of variety. I was able to see a little bit of it in the gathering system, where different tools on the same resource yielded different crafting materials. Beyond that, the developers claim that you can tame and ride dinosaurs and shit, which would be dope if I had the time and patience to get there and see what the game really had to offer, but unfortunately I'll just have to be content with the fact that I can use the character customization options to literally be Popeye the Sailor Man. Toot toot. Despite the fact that I don't like this game, I respect the amount of time and effort that went into creating it. On a purely objective level, it's absolutely impressive and very much worth $50, supposing that you manage to get it running decently. It's usually in the store for $29.99, which is a reasonable price if you're into these kinds of games. If you're unsure of whether or not it's for you but are looking to try it, definitely wait until it goes on sale for $17.99 or lower. Gameplay is somewhat soured by its lack of clarity, spotty optimization, and occasional clunkiness, but it's still manages a solid 8 out of 10 in terms of gameplay for its strides in making the genre more approachable while keeping the bar for difficulty set high. Its value in the scheme of the bundle, however, takes a heavier hit. While it does innovate within its genre, compared to the entire breadth of gaming, it feels like it's just a better Rust in the end, which Humble Monthly has already given us. For this reason, it earns a 4 out of 10. With an average of 6 out of 10, it earns a C.